Hello, my name is Lorenzo Kirby. We're going to talk about a couple things today. Profits are up. Let's see. Services are looking good. We're going to talk about a couple of things. Number one, credit. There's lots of companies that repair your credit. But after your credit is repaired is the most important part. And this is what 99.5% of people don't understand. It's like after the storm, it's calm. You gotta know what to do. You know? I tell my clients, I give them the best advice you can get. Don't apply for credit. Let the banks chase you. Keep your cards at 30%. Also, use the techniques that I've given you. I've given you the best of the best of the best, where you can hit 800. Listen. After you get your credit done through me, there's more life from there on. If you use the credit card methods, if you use the secured card methods, if you use the different tools that I've given you, you're on your way to 800. I have a lady now. She's at 750. She's at 750. She says, I'm fine with this. But I told her, it's about maintaining your credit. You got to maintain it. Once it starts to drop, you got to find out why it's dropping. Don't just sit there and accept it. Find out why. Because then you could turn around. Say, okay, I'm going to dispute this. Or I'm going to do this. So it never happens again. This is the biggest problem with people with credit. And another thing, people want to go out and use them credit cards. Being impatient can really mess you up. This is why most of the United States are in debt. Because they're impatient, so they find an easy way. There is no easy way. Because later on down the road, you're going to wind up paying for it. One way or another. Excuse me. If you use my method, don't apply for credit. Pay your cards on time. You got a card note, pay it a week in advance. Or maybe a week and a half, if you can. This is cut the interest. There's a cut your debt. You know? And that's what you need. Sorry about that. That was a customer. Want to know about getting the house. A lot of people want to change their life. Then there's some that scroll up and down Facebook. And then there's some that make complaints. Not complaints. I would say make excuses. You know. I got some people that pay for credit repair and they say, I don't think it's for me. What do you mean it's not for you? You don't want to better your life? You don't want to better your situation? You know? I've had people come to me that was in the projects, that was living with somebody else. And now they're living in their own home. And they're paying mortgage. There's people out there. They'll rather go get a case of beer and have money for cigarettes than to say, you know what, I want to change my life. I want to do what God wants me to do. You know, I can't comprehend that. I had a gentleman post something on my YouTube channel. He said he didn't get a refund. So after checking the books, he was due $225. He got the $200. He didn't get the $25. So I checked into it yesterday. Cash App said they didn't forward the funds because the transaction looked weird. Now, it is not my fault if I submitted the refund and Cash App found it, I would say, irregular. You know, so I explained to him what it was. And the thing is with people is they're so fast to judge. I have 3,500 members, and not one of them can say, Lorenzo has never turned my money. Lorenzo has never done this. But they can say, Lorenzo got me a house. Lorenzo got me a loan. Lorenzo got me a trade line. Lorenzo got me a CPN. So when you have somebody that's out there to just say anything, it's the devil. The devil in that individual. It's just like, I had an old girlfriend one time, and we was, you know, when we was going, things wasn't right, and so she had a friend named Linda. So Linda was the type of person who was always in her ear. Oh, you shouldn't be with him. So my ex-girlfriend said one day, well, Lorenzo's everything. Lorenzo cooks for me. He massages my feet. He does this. He's done that. She said, he's like the ultimate man. So why would I give him up? So she kept at it in her ear and in her ear. So bad, she told her one day, she says, I have a friend that Lorenzo cheated with. So she brought a friend. The friend tells my ex, I was paid to tell you this. She said, I know Lorenzo. I know his family. He would never do this. So I say to her, you were so quick to believe what this girl was going to tell you and what Linda was going to tell you. You never took the time to say, you know what, I'm going to look into it. People are so easy to judge another individual. You know, so it's just like when you're looking for somebody to do your credit. Don't think because a person has a nice car, a nice fancy suit, a nice building, they're going to do your credit right. I'll give you an example. A woman goes to Lexington law firm. She gets her credit done for one whole year. They're telling her, oh yeah, we're working on it hard. We're doing this. So a year goes by, her credit is 502. So her son says, Mom, this is not right. Let me call somebody. So he's in, now check this out. It's a true story. He's in Paris. In Paris. And he's talking to his friends. You know how they talk. Whatever they say it over there. So he talks to one guy. This one guy gives him my name in Paris. He tells him this guy is unique. He said this guy is nothing like I've ever seen before. So I mean, I asked myself, when you somebody refers you, because when you refer somebody, right, the person gets paid. So I was like, guy in Paris. So I said, you heard my name all the way over there? And I was shocked that that someone would give me a good reference. You know what I'm saying? Listen, there's a lot of good people on this planet. You know what I'm saying? And it goes to show you that there's more good than evil on this planet. And so I checked his mom's stuff out, and I told him, I said, this is simple stuff that can be removed. Next to the law, what they did was, well, I mean, I don't want to put them out there like that, but it seemed to me, after reviewing the lady's credit report, it seemed like they just took the money and didn't do nothing at all. So my thing is, I told her to call or go, but what she did, she went on Credit Karma, and there was no changes in the past year. That's how you know that nothing is being done to your credit. If you go to Credit Karma and you don't see no changes, you don't see your score going up, I mean, at least 1 point. Nothing. There was no activity. And I told her, I said, it could be one of two things. It could be something's wrong with your file, or it could be them. So she had me call them up, and she's on the phone. I said, listen, could you send a copy of what you forwarded to the credit agencies? They couldn't send it. They talk about her file got lost. You talk about you doing her credit for a whole year and it's lost? Come on. Excuse me. They're full of it. Listen, let me tell you the procedure. When you sit out a dispute, you copy what you are sending. You date it. So if that person ever calls you up and say, hey, is it possible I can get a copy of what you sent out for the first round, the second round, or whatever, you're going to have that in that person's file. That's why you pull a file. Now, if you don't have, after a year, you have nothing in that file, there's something terribly wrong. So she comes to me. She says, I want you to do my credit. So, we got on the phone. I told her what I could take off, what might be a problem, what she could do to increase her score. And she said, the stuff that you told me, they never told me. This is how you know somebody is full of it. If somebody's doing your credit, and they don't tell you that you need a secure card, they don't tell you that do not apply for no credit. If they're not telling you these things, they're just, like I said, they're gonna take your money, and that's it. And they're gonna string you along. And if they do remove something, it's gonna be one thing or two things a month because they want to get that $99 fee. This is why I charge a one-time fee. Because then I have to work for my money. My job is to improve your life. Not to collect a fee, but to improve your life. Every day I think about this. How there's so many companies doing the same thing. And guess what? It's legal. It's legal. So the thing is that you got to get somebody that's going to tell you what's right, just tell you what's wrong, going to tell you what to do, what not to do. It's going to guide you. You just don't want to get your credit repaired. You want to be guided. You want to know what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, the credit repair company has a job to do, but you, the client, also have a job to do. You have to pay your bills on time. You have to keep it at 30%. You gotta you gotta it's a learning process. It's a learning process, and you want to take in that knowledge. So once it's all done, you're doing it yourself. You keep your screw up because you never know what's going to happen. Anything can happen. And you say, you might need a loan. You might want to say, okay, I want a new car, or I might want to go get another house. Guess what? Your credit's always already in order. It's already in order, so you don't need to get your credit repaired again. A gentleman told me, he said, you should give classes on credit, and I thought about that. I would have to have a gap in my schedule. Right now, my schedule is crazy. I mean, dealing with the IRS, dealing with credit individuals, dealing with funding, financing, venture capital. I mean, we do it all. What you got a problem, we can fix it. And even if we don't do it, call us up, text us. We'll find somebody that will help you, and not for an outlandish price. Nobody's life is perfect, and that's just it. I gotta go. I've been on here 16 minutes. Got a lot of things to do. I gotta, you got customers that have to do this and do that. So I gotta stay on top of things. But have a blessed day. If you need credit repair, text me. If you need IRS disputes or anything else, you got a problem, talk to me. 610-470-8992. My website is Kirby'sCreditKingdom.yolasite.com. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube. Thank you and have a great day. And hit subscribe and like. Thank you.